Good morning from CME Traveling, Daily Coffee Talk here. Marsha does that so much better than I do. And of course, I'm Curt. Marsha is traveling, like we have discussed yesterday. If not, catch yesterday, she started something new work-wise. And so she will not be able to be with us at this time right now. Eventually, that probably will change. I do not know how long that could be. But yes, that eventually will change, or we pretty sure it will. Hopefully, she just called me. She's trying to avoid. They said there was an accident, and anyway, she just had. I had everything set up, and I used the phone as the camera, and she said, I need a way around this area right here, and so we were looking, and I really couldn't help her out a whole lot. I just told her to well, there's a town nearby. It's called Reidsville, North Carolina, and told her to go, if she had to go through the business side of it, go ahead. And it shouldn't take her too long if she had to do that. Hopefully she didn't. Hopefully the accident has been removed. It said both lanes is what she told me. She just heard on the radio. So, yeah. Good morning. And today is, what's today? This says February the 10th, 2026. We're all here. Yes, and had some coffee today. All I've had is heavy whipping cream and the skinny shots of the caramel, salted caramel, whatever. I call it both. I didn't realize I do call that both names. Today's question. I have a lot more information about this right here. I actually took time and looked things up. I wanted to explain a little bit. It's for people that do want to avoid the crowds, not just the crowd on embarkation day. Of course, that's always crowded. And some people want to do a cruise, but they wanted a little more privacy. That's why ways to avoid crowds on a cruise ship. Tell us yours in a chat live right now, or also you can make a comment after this if you replay this right here and watch it. We appreciate that, and big thumbs up to you. But using the forward aft elevator and stairs, avoid the mid area. That is generally almost a rule always. That's throughout the entire cruise. The mid is just going to be busier for the most part. It could be. Now we were on a small ship just recently on Carnival Paradise, and also Carnival Elation, and you had to go to the aft elevator in order to go to eat at the main dining room. So it can get crowded, especially like on decks 3 and 4, because it's a 2-deck dining room that they have, and that's where you'll go in at. And the only way you can get to some of them is you got to crowd up. There's nothing else to do at them, At least nowadays, I think a lot of the newer cruise ships, they'll have a little place there where everybody can sit and eat or drink, in multiple places like that right there. Avoid sunny main pool Lido deck. Now you got multiple choice on this right here. As you can go to, you can go forward on some decks. There's like what they call a secret deck. You can go out there and chill. But also, don't forget, the decks that have, they used to have more of the recliners and stuff like that. You got them up on the sun deck, the higher one. Of course, you could always go to Serenity and get away from a little bit more that way. It's according if you're wanting to go, and I'm talking about if you're wanting to go get out in the sun, is what I'm really talking about. I didn't mean like avoid the sun, but avoid the sunny main pool deck is what I was talking about. Where the Lido is and where everybody goes and everybody hogs the chairs. But there's decks above that. There's some ships that have stadium type of places, and not very many people get those. Those sometimes stay a little more shaded. But also, what about the deck where, the one where they have the lifeboats? That's an area that if you want an outside and you want to be and you want some privacy, that is somewhere to go to. Also, another one in here, no buffet. And I mean that on embarkation day especially. But, on that day, and especially for dinner wise, you want a little bit more privacy, a little bit less crowds. You know, I'm not going to promise you they ain't going to be crowded when you go to specialty dining or anything like that. But usually people are waiting outside right there, but not as bad. It's not like embarkation day when you're first trying to get on the ship, stuff like that. Stay on the ship port day. Now, you can stay on the ship, but kind of what I mean there is if you wanted to avoid a lot of people, that's a great day to go to some of these other areas that are normally busy and enjoy them. Also, you can you know get off the ship there at about noon or later sometimes, especially if you've been at port at say 8 or 9. The bulk of the folks, they start coming back on about 1, 2 o'clock, something like that. Those are good times to get off there. And if you wanted to go into the port itself, but I really enjoy sometimes just staying on the ship here anymore. And I know crowds are a part of things when it comes to cruising, but some people, they really truly want, because they avoid it in life generally every day. Yeah, cruise ships are something that they have a lot of bottleneck areas. You can't help but feel sometimes crowded especially on that embarkation day or at an event you're trying to go to. Just plan ahead. You can also alternate times and stuff like that. Another one, like you want to go to the gym, but you don't want to go. You don't want to go to the gym at 7 a.m. Everybody's going to be there. You know, alternate times. You can always alternate your food schedule a little bit. You can skip breakfast, do a later breakfast. A lot of them do have late breakfast or early lunch, and just kind of go places opposite times when everybody else does. But I'd love to hear what everybody else is saying. Let me run in here. I'm going to say good morning, and I know I get to this. Good morning, John Gaylor. Thanks for being in here. Top of the morning to you, DT Cruiser, and everyone in the chat, he said. And I see on here it says Starfish Pole Dancing. I'll have to click into that on Instagram and see about that. Okay. I see Scott McNeil's in here. Where's Scott at? I saw him here. There he is. Scott, good morning, bud. How you doing? Friends from Texas. Busy family right here. Phil and Dee's Travels. Y'all need to rename because, it's not just y'all anymore. Just saying. I'm just picking on y'all. The family got a beautiful family. I'm glad I've got to see them grow as a family, and they crack me up. They got some of the best video, especially in the shorts, all around. Just check out the channel. Be sure to really enjoy them. Also, we have in here Cruising Life 22. Morning, guys. Good morning to you. I'm going to go ahead and mark yours. And where else was I? I was down here with Phil and Dee. I wonder what they got coming up. If you don't mind, tell us what you got coming in the future there, Phil and Dee. I don't know which one's here. We'll say Phil. That's who I'm going to say. I'm going to guess at it anyway. All right, John Gaylor says, we cruise the Spirit class of ship. They have great flow, so they don't normally have that many crowds except the line for the main dining room. Yeah, some of them do. The main dining room is a little choke point right there. Good morning to you there, Scott, from Controversial Cruising. Thanks for being in here. There's my buddy, the Moonlight Adventures. Thanks for being in here, Josh. Hope you're doing good this morning. Danny Dizzle, thanks for being in here. And scrolling, let's see, same names. And here she is, Denise, Bone Tire Travelers, headed home. I'm headed out here in a little bit. I got to leave here at 9:30. Headed to the dentist. Yep. Headed to the old dentist again. Long story short, and I don't think I shared this with anybody when I was going to the dentist here just a few weeks ago. I had a I had a crown, and when I was a kid, of course it was silver, and the crown finally wore down. I had it since I was a single digit. I can tell you, I was either 6, 7, or 8 or 9, whatever it was. I've had it that long. I know I've had it since the '70s, and it finally wore down. So now they've put a new crown in here. Of course, they don't put silver or gold. I didn't ask for that anyway. And today I go get the crown. I know it's TMI, but I was just sharing with y'all everything. I'm good about that. There's my sis. Love you, sis. Hope you're doing good this morning. I know she gets to be with my grandson Lucas. He's over at my parents. He's with his great grandparents in the Lord. He took over. He decided to. He told everybody the bathroom's his. He made it into his own thing. Let's see. Okay. Hello, Squirrels World. I seen. Good morning, glitter and sunshine. I hope you hope for all. You too, definitely you too. Uh, let's see, John Gaylor. So this is where you all go when I couldn't find you. well, thank you for coming in. I hope so. I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much, our Squirrels World. Now I think of Squirrels World, I think of like, oh, shiny thing, and then the attention goes to something. That's how I think of that. Let's see. Surely the crowds are, yes, surely the crowds are part of the cruising, and we should embrace it. Um, I think you'd have to somewhat, or you'd have to go maybe even, you want a little more privacy. I'm going to guess, and I ain't been on none, but some of these more expensive, like Holland America. I'm just guessing. I've heard it's an older crowd and probably a little quieter, and probably they don't corral as much. I don't even know. Here's a gentleman that's got a cruise coming up. Will, hope you're doing good this morning, Will. And I wonder what your temperature's going to get down in Texas today, because everybody else seems like they're getting warm. We're at least going to get into the 60s today. We like to stay on board on certain ports. Yeah, we do. We really do. I'd like to get off. Oh God, I know who's going to use that. I would love to exit the port or exit the ship at somewhere when we're all hanging out, and we could all go to another one of those all-inclusive type beach clubs. Yeah, I can't believe I said that like that. The Fam Adventures, thanks for being in here, Chloe. Let's see. When I want to avoid crowds, I hide on my balcony. There's a very good one. That is one way that you can guarantee yourself just about, and I've been disturbed on a balcony before, but you just about, if you want it, and you want that feel of the sea and outside, yeah, book a balcony. I think that's actually smart there. I never thought of it that way. Really? I don't think of you like that, though. I really don't. Introvert. I don't. I just that don't dawn on me. Now, here's someone that I think of more of an introvert, for the most part, until they get alcohol in them. I'm just, I'm just picking. I'm just picking. Oh gosh, she's gonna kill me. Ricky, good morning. Be safe driving to work, please. She's gonna. I'll hear a text later on, or maybe while we're on here. Cruising is fun anytime. Good morning, Cheryl. Hope y'all are doing well. Tell Jeremy good morning, and you can catch them at 9 a.m. this morning and with Go Live. And let's see. We also have in here, go live together, that is, by the way, at 9 a.m. Good morning, CME. That's from Scott Smith. Scott. I was looking at I was trying to find if there was anything affordable. I haven't really been looking too hard at cruises lately. I know we all look at cruises constantly or something like that, you know, if you're looking for vacation things to do. I was looking at something, you know, at cruises, like back towards New Orleans, or eventually. I haven't got nothing planned. We have no cruise booked. It's the first time in a long time, many years, that we haven't. Just what, 60 more days, matter of fact, 60 more days right here. Yep, 60 more days until we cruise. We have nothing booked after that. Not a thing. Not a thing. And yes, Danny, they have 54 days until until Helen. Let's see, what a ones. One day, everybody will know what that is. Maybe if I can tell them. 63 in Central Texas with a high 74 today. We were in the high, 80. Oh, so your heat came yesterday, huh? Wow, that is a nice little big wave. Whoop, whoop. Good morning, Scotty J Travels. Thanks for being in here with us. Something's rattling here on the table. I can hear it. Because every time when I tap the table, then it rattles. That's my water. That's my coffee. Let's see. And also, I think I'm at the bottom here. We have the River Pirate 13 Ahoy, just 16 days till Carnival Glory cruise to Celebration Key. It has been 6 months since the last cruise. You sound like as if, oh my gosh, it's been 6 months. It's been such a long time. That's the way that sounds to me. Thank you for being in here. Let's see. Josh is headed into the office now. And hope everyone has a great day. Thank you. What was that? Woo. I don't know what she might mean by that. Let's see. All right, back to the question here, and I do have a little bit I want to add to this, by the way. So let me go. Here's one that I found out, and then there's a lot of these are just kind of like a little hack to avoid crowds. That was going to be the thing, but you can't get but so much in the question, you know. So for a lunchtime loop, when the ship docks, the crowds rush off in the morning and rush back around 3 p.m. to avoid paying for lunch in town. The hack: stay in port from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. to see the major sites. You know why it works. This works when the buffet-bound crowds head back to the ship for their free lunch. And you know all the popular that were mobbed. All the popular places that were mobbed at the port at 10 a.m. suddenly can breathe. In other words, there's less folks. Doesn't mean there ain't going to be people there. It's just going to be less folks. There was another one in here. This is what I was telling you about earlier about like if you're fitness and stuff like that. Just try to avoid that early morning hours. It says check your email at 4. You'll be surrounded by people. Hit the gym around 1, which is around lunchtime, or the internet cafe library during main seating time. So, okay, I didn't even know they still had internet cafes. My information evidently is pretty old. I told you about the sun trap. Yeah, skipping buffet on the first day is always good. And yeah, I was telling you about the stairs, what to avoid there. Some ships, by the way, and I went ahead and took time and looked up some of the ships that have areas where, I guess you call them the secret, but something like the Icon of the Seas, huge ships, and Star of the Seas. Decks 14 and 15 Inside the Aqua Dome, the area is called the Overlook. The secret, while the Aqua Dome is famous for its shows, for the Overlook pods are one of the quietest places during the day. These, yeah, yeah. Yeah, let's see, I was reading something else there for a second. These are semi-enclosed, cushioned pods that hang over the ocean. Most people are sure they are for shows only, but they are open for lounging and reading 24/7. So those that's been on the ship, that's a great one to know. Bonus spot, the jogging track. This is on for the Icon of the Seas and Star of the Seas. The jogging track has a small hidden seating area tucked between the lifeboats that are almost always empty. So that's a good one to know. And then let's see, let's drop down here to some ships. Carnival. All right, Carnival Mardi Gras, Celebration, and Jubilee. The summer landing area on deck 8 in the aft. Anyway, the secret. While the Serenity deck on deck 18 is officially adult only zone, it gets packed early. Instead, head to Summer Landing on deck 8. It has infinity whirlpools that hang off the back of the ship. Most people stay near the midship pool, leaving the aft area relatively empty, especially on port days. Now, that's probably true on port days, but I think that's a busy area. I kind of disagree with this. Also, a bonus spot, the Lanai Deck 15, a wraparound outdoor deck with the barbecue and quiet seating. Now that is true. That's a quiet area, and they usually have these window type things there to block the wind and stuff. Not that it blocks it all, but yeah, it's a good one right there. I was trying to see if I could give y'all at least another ship of areas to go to, but y'all get the gist of it, and I just some other information that since I took the time for you to look that up, I thought I'd read that to y'all. This is plummet in numbers. I can tell. I can tell y'all. Marsha's not here. It just plummets. Let's see. Let me run back up here. Yep. Can't wait to see that text. Let's see. John Gaylor says the last cruise was the Carnival Venezia, and that was in 2023, October. My next cruise is Carnival Pride, January 10, 2027. That's my mama's birthday. Withdrawal is real. I'm sure it is. Carnival Pride, huh? Okay, I'll make a note of that in my head. I heard it, Ricky. What did you hear? You didn't hear nothing. Nothing. I don't know what y'all think y'all heard. How am I doing on time? Okay, doing pretty good here this morning. Let's see. What else can I share with y'all? Y'all haven't really told me anything. Ricky Curt is assessing me. Is that a compliment there, Danny? Dizzle? Just wondered. Let me see if anybody else. Nobody else had anything to add to my stuff today. I really work hard at this, y'all. Y'all wouldn't believe. Oh, that's going to be a commercial. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I got to get over there and watch some of those on controversial cruising. All right, so let me look at my question and then shut the thing down because I'm not getting very many responses from y'all. Ways to avoid crowds on a cruise ship, on cruise ships. Yeah. Tell us yours in the chat. I don't think y'all read that part live or comment. None of y'all read that. Not very many of you anyway. Forward, aft elevators and stairs, use those. Avoid the mid area. That got 33%. Avoid the sunny main pool. Lido deck, 28%. No buffet on embarkation day, 17%. Stay on the ship, port day, or, exit the ship around noon or so. 22% of y'all. Thank y'all for 18 of y'all for participating in that. I am so excited. Will, so excited and jealous at the same time. Yeah, Will's countdown is very, very KMA. Yep. And yep, same to use. Oh, very sassy. Well, okay. I'll take that. We were given the pro tip last night to go to Havana area on embarkation day, as it is less crowded. That is true on embarkation day. The Havana bar, it really only comes alive really at night or if there's an event there. But other than that, the Havana bar on all the ships that I've been on so far, Vista through the bigger class on Carnival, Mardi Gras and Celebration. That's not a busy area, and it is actually when you know how hot it is. It can be on the ship in some areas. That's a cool area. They got usually great music. They usually do also karaoke in that area on the ship. Is the Havana area. It is one of my favorites. So just great coffee too, by the way, in that area. Just letting you know. Yep. Let's see. Am I getting threatened or anything? No, I'm doing good. Oh, there's Wheels. I wanted to show Wheels right here. I wasn't going to tell it unless he told it. 6 days till the Carnival Dream. Yes. They will enjoy that. It's one I haven't been on. I know a few folks. I'm pretty sure Will's been on there before on the Carnival Dream. Let's see. Oh, here's one I did not see. Carnival Spirit class ships, Deck 3, they have a secret seating area around the theater. Huh. I like that. Marsha isn't there to keep him in line. Nobody needs to do that. I'm just fine. Don't make me turn this car around. Let's see. I was just seeing if anybody else added anything of use to use in today's show. No so far. I think I've covered everyone's comments that had to do with this, unless they're coming in now. Let's see. Will said, received my letter yesterday. Platinum aren't getting any embarkation or debarkation privilege, really. No early access to room, etc. Really? I was going to tell Marsha this when I spoke to her on the phone, but I just had today went on Carnival, and we're actually platinum, which means nothing now, right, Will? That's what I'm guessing. I thought that would be its fourth time on the Dream, that is. And let's see, Ron talking and Ricky. Oh, now that's a great. Okay, I don't know what the idea they had. I love the jungle on the Spirit. Very cool. Howdy ho. Howdy ho. Howdy ho. Okay, sound like we're hollering at Ricky. Hollering at folks. Let's see. The pods on the Icon were absolutely the favorite. Really, place to relax. So Ricky actually experienced one of these. That's really cool to know. They all come with outlets so that you can charge your devices as well. Thank you, Ricky, for participating today. I do thank you for that. Now you just went back up on the list there. I won't pick no more. Let's see. Somebody said, how come this don't match up with that? Someone said, yes, that is a secret area. Oh, there it is right there. That is a secret area. Huh. Hey, guys, don't forget, Jen.Cohen comes on right after this right here. So make sure you jump over there after we go off. And this should take you right over to it, just letting you know. Let's see. So Will is on, it's a Journey cruise. and a sea cruise. So that sea, SEA right there, of course y'all know, that's an adult only thing. And he's the first that I know that's taken this so far. So it is, also, is this a casino one where they're going to bring extra machines and everything and extra tables? Because I got one of those for the sea cruise also. And yeah, don't forget to thumbs up wherever it's at. But I was just wondering if they're bringing extra stuff in on there. Well, I'll talk to you later and you'll let me know while you're on the ship, maybe. All right, let's see. Danny says if Marsha was here, she probably would have been using. She can't find it, and I ain't hit it. That's the thing. She set it away herself, Danny. Ain't that sad? Somebody will find it one day, maybe, unless I get to it and she ain't found it and they'll hide it. All right. I got to get, oh, wait a minute. I see. On the Pride, it's the Sunset Garden. On the Legend, it is called the Enchanted Forest. Okay, those are those forest places y'all are talking about. Thank you there, Will. Guys, going on over there to Jen.Cohen. Appreciate y'all being with me today here. And maybe, I don't know if this is... I'm trying to do something so that I can, because Marsha does all this, usually has us subjects and stuff like this to talk about. But I thank you guys for being with me again. This is CME Traveling. And
let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, cause I like your attitude.